Good morning, everybody. We're going to go ahead and start with our lovely toe lifts. I know that this is everybody's favorite. So today we've got our tabatas. It's going to be our normal 20 seconds work, 10 seconds rest, 2 exercises. We're going to end up doing 4 rounds of each. Heels up, right, and left. So today you could do traditional strength training. You could do functional strength training, kind of your choice. 4, 3, swing the right leg. We're going to go go front to back. It's got to be a thing. I have not been able to talk properly for probably a week, and my husband was having a really rough day yesterday too. I don't know what the deal is. Good, we're going to switch sides. So easy front to back swing. You are more than welcome to hold on to something if you need to. Just want you to think about waking up those hips. Good, 4, 3, 2, switch it over to the other side. We're going to take it out and then a little cross in front. You don't have to go super far. If you can go farther, great. But I want you to just have a nice good lift. 2, switch it over to the other side. So out and in. So we're pushing the floor away with that standing leg, and we're just trying to wake up the hips. Now your hip might be here, and that's fine. Good, 2. Switching sides, hip circles, heel down, pull the toe up. I like to squeeze my quad, straighten my knee. Change direction, nice good circles. 4, 3, switch it to the other side. So heel down, toe up, circle it around. 4, 3, change direction. Good, 4, 3, feet hip width apart, slow deadlift, hinge it forwards. Now we're gonna squat. So squat it down, stand nice and tall. So we're gonna do slow deadlift, stand tall, then we're going to sit our hips to our heels. Can we go a little faster? So hinge, stand, sit, stand. So little bow, then have a seat. Hinge and squat. Keep it going. Hinge, lift, sit, stand. It's okay if your squats are a little bit shallower. Quality over quantity. 1 more. Let's take it forward. Hinge it. We're going to open and close our book. Think about opening your shoulder up towards the ceiling. Almost like you want to open your entire body flat to the wall to the side of you. 2. Bring it all the way up. Pull it down. Pull and reach. Pull and reach. I really want you to think, you can imagine, grab that bar. I want you to pull your chin up over that pull-up bar. 2, forward step and reach. Forward step, pull it back. We're going to squeeze the shoulder blades together. If you need to have your arms a little bit lower, you're good. I like to have my arms out to the side. 2, forward step, reach towards the corner. Corner, corner. When you're ready, you can start to go a little bit deeper into your lunge. Lower the back knee closer to the floor. Good side lunge. Step it out to the side. Hold it in place. Nice, good side to side. Hands can be on the thighs. Chest is up. Pushing your hips back towards your heels. Yes, your knee is going to move towards your toes a little bit. Hold it in the center. We're going to take it over to the right. Hold it here. Now take it over to the left. So we're going to drop our shoulder towards our opposite knee. Take it over to the side. Again, take it over to the side. A little bit faster. So 2, 1, 2, 1. Good. Just a couple more. This is our last one. Bring it in the center, hands on the thighs, cat cow. So inhale, exhale. So in and out. If you don't want to arch and round, belly breathe, pull it back in. So breathe in, breathe out. Good, in and press. So expand the lungs, pull the belly in, help you expel that air. Last one. Let's go ahead and step it back into a plank. So hands to the floor, hands to a chair. We're going to step it back to a plank. We're going to hold it here today just for a second. We're going to press it up into a down dog. and then we're going to come back to a plank. So down dog and plank. You are welcome to do this with hands on a chair. You can have your hands on a countertop. Some of you might be able to do this with your hands on the arm of your couch, as long as you feel safe doing it. Good, let's go ahead and walk ourselves all the way back up. And then we're gonna walk out. We're gonna do a couple of plank walkouts here. So we're gonna walk it out, hold your plank, and then walk it all the way back up again. So nice, good walkout. Walk it back. I'm just gonna do one more. Bring it all the way back up. Roll the shoulders, come into the center. Our last little exercise is we're gonna do our little bounces. We're just gonna do some heel stomps. If you feel up to actually jumping, you can. Otherwise, 4, 3, march it out, shake it out, roll the shoulders, walk around, grab a quick drink of water. Today, we're gonna do our normal Tabatas, 20 seconds work, 10 seconds rest, 2 exercises, but today we're gonna do our circuits just a little bit differently. So for our first exercise, we're going to do a lunge with a chop. We're gonna do first round, 20 seconds right, 20 seconds left. Then we're gonna do squat to press, 20 seconds right, 20 seconds left, and then we will repeat. So some of these we're gonna do both at the same time, some we're gonna do right, left, but we're gonna start with a lunge and a chop. And I'm gonna grab my bright orange dumbbell. You can do this body weight, you can do this lightweight, you have options. Lunge with a chop. We're going to go down towards the hip that's in front and then just come up into the center. In 3, 2, and 1. So nice and tall. You can start with just a little turn. So lunge and come up in the center. So take it down and lift. If you want to make it a little bit bigger, you make your arms bigger, but it's like you saw, you have to try not to fall over. You have to add a little bit of control. Good, rest. We're gonna do the same thing on the other side. Same thing on the other side. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So we just lunge and bring it up. So reach for the hip, come right to the chest. Hips, knees, and toes pointing forwards. Rotation comes from your upper torso. Then we have the option to make it bigger. Don't let your knees wobble. 3, 2, and 1. Bring it in. Take one dumbbell. We're gonna take it to our shoulder. We're gonna squat, press towards the opposite corner. Here we go. So we're gonna squat, press to the corner. So we're gonna take it down. We wanna try not to make this a side bend. So this is a side bend, right? We wanna try to rotate. Squat, rotate. My shoulder, hip, and ankle all stay in alignment. I rotate. Good, bring it in, switching over to the other side. Squat to press. 4, 3, 2, 1. So we just take it down, punch towards the ceiling, kind of towards the corner. Does not have to be perfectly overhead. It's kind of like you're reaching. You have to put an ornament on the high part of the tree. Squat and press. Good, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it in the center. We're gonna go right back for our lunge chop on the other side. Good, 3, 2, and 1. So we step it back, right to the chest. Lunge, right to the chest. Again, you can take it bigger. I'm stopping right in the middle. Rotate and lift. And your rotate can be small. You can just kind of come to the side of your thigh, or good, rest. It's a little bit bigger. We're gonna switch it over to the other side. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, so lunge and chop. So if you watch my legs, I'm not letting my knee drift out to the side. Lower body is nice and stable. Upper body rotates. Lunge and lift. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Squat to corner press. 4, 3, 2, and 1. So squat, reach for the corner. Squat, reach for the corner. So if I turn sideways, squat, and I pivot. My pivot, I squeeze my glute. Nice, good press. 3, 2, and 1. Switching over to the other side. Same thing. 4, 3, 2, and 1. So good squat and rotate. 15 seconds. So it's a nice good reach. So think you've got something at your shoulder. You're going to pass it up to the person next to you. Here's 2 and 1. Dumbbells down. Go ahead, grab a drink. This is going to feel weird because it's like we need to do more. We don't. We're good. We just do it in a different order. All right, next circuit. This time it's just going to be AB, AB, AB like normal. Sumo deadlift, sumo squat. Second exercise, bicep curls. Nothing fancy. So grab your dumbbells. Heavy, light, you choose. 1 sumo squat, 1 deadlift in 3, 2, and 1. So wide stance, toes out, hinge, stand, sit, and stand. So this is just like what we did in the warm-up, but now we're doing a sumo position. Our legs are wider, our toes are going out to the corner. It's gonna feel a little bit different. Here's 2 and 1. I'm just gonna hold it right in this position because it feels comfortable. We're gonna do bicep curls. 3, 2, and 1. Curl up, curl down. If you wanna do both arms at the same time, please do. I'm going a little heavy today, so I'm gonna alternate. I think I'm actually still recovering from yesterday. So I'm kind of wondering how everybody feels after boot camp yesterday. Here's 2 and 1. All right, short rest. I'm gonna turn. So we have ribs are tucked, we're pulling the tailbone under. Here we go. So hinge, stand, sit, stand. I want you to think about pulling those ribs under, tightening up your core, because sometimes we do this and we kind of arch our back and we stick our buns out. That's going to be uncomfortable. Good, rest. We want to keep our ribs tucked under. Good, back to our bicep curls. 2 and 1. Elbows are underneath and to the side of your shoulders. So we don't want to have them digging into the front of our pelvis. Try to have them right to the side of you. Curl up. I got to do extra on this side because I wasn't alternating. 3, 2, and 1. Good, little shakeout. 2 more rounds. So I really want you to think, pull those ribs in, squeeze your glutes. Here we go. So sumo, lift, sit, and stand. So I know our arms kind of want to sneak forwards here. I want you to still think about shoulder blades down and back, opening the torso. 3, 2, and 1. Going back for our bicep curls. I finally have to set my dumbbells down. Good, 3, 2, and 1. So curl it up, take it down. Nice, good squeeze. So this one's slow and steady, keeping it simple. Our next circuit, we're gonna do right, left, and then you can do right, left, or you can do both. Here's 2 and 1. We have 1 more set, going with our deadlift to squat. Good, 3, 2, and 1. So hinge, lift, sit, and stand. And you can tell the difference between my deadlifts. Deadlift, a little bit more of a bow, less knee bend. Squats, chest lifted, a little more knee. 2 and 1. Good, 1 more set. Bicep curls. 4, 3, 2, and 1. So nice, good curl, lift and lower. Now we've got 10 seconds. Good, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Dumbbells down, walk around, shake it out, grab a quick drink. We're gonna move on. Circuit number 3. We're gonna do side lunge right, side lunge left, and then I'm going to do overhead tricep extension. You are welcome to do a kickback instead, and you can do right, left, or you can go ahead and do both at the same time. It's completely up to you, but we'll do 2 rounds. So we're gonna start with side lunges, right side only, in 3, 2, and 1. So nice, good side lunge. Step it out, bring it in. Step it out. If you wanna make it harder, step it out, drive that knee, hold your balance. Kind of depends how you're feeling today. Do you wanna go heavy? Do you wanna go for balance? 2, and 1. We're gonna switch it over to the other leg. 4, 3, 2, and 1. So step it out and bring it in. Step it out, bring it in. Same thing, reach towards the floor, option, push off really hard with this leg, and then lift. Take it out, push. This is the leg you should be working the most. 2, and 1. All right, triceps. Triceps. We're gonna do 2 rounds. You can do both arms, or you can alternate right here. So down, lift, down and lift. Now, if you wanna do kickbacks, please do. If your shoulders do not like this, don't force it. Just do a kickback. You can do both arms at the same time. I'm just gonna alternate. 2, and 1. Short rest, we have 1 more set of those. 1 more set of those. Good, 3, 2, and 1. Lock those shoulders in, head is nice and neutral. Imagine you're running a back scratcher down your back, and then check and make sure that we're not puffing out our chest. Tuck those ribs under. It's kind of like you're swinging a hammer and what you're hitting is really high up. 3, 2, and 1. Bring it in. Going back for side lunges. 3, 2, and 1. So just a nice good side. Remember, your side lunge can be just a step out, a little step, or in. How deep you go, how far you step is up to you. I can go down, and I like to think about setting my dumbbell on the floor, but I keep my chest tall versus bending over. 2. Good. Switch it over to the other side. Same thing. 4, 3, 2, and 1. So side lunge, push off to bring it up. Side lunge, and push off. Your step can be here and here. This is still going to be balance. Still going to be a little bit of inner thigh. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, going for our triceps. Alternating, round 1 right, round 2 left. Here we go. This round I'm gonna do both, lower and lift. Now check your arm position. I want you to show me the ends of your dumbbells, and I want you to show me the back of your arm, not the front. I know it's kind of tricky depending on your shoulders. Good, 3, 2, and 1. Short rest, we have 1 more set. The next 3 rounds are on the floor. You don't have to go to the floor. 3, 2, and 1. So lower and lift. And I have 2 separate dumbbells, but I'm doing my arms separately. I'm not bringing them together. If you're holding onto 1 dumbbell, you're fine. Or if you do have them pressed, it's okay, but I'm making them work all by themselves today. Good, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it in, shake it out, Walk around, grab a drink. I'm gonna demo the next exercises so you can decide where you wanna be, but we are going to be on knees if you're on the floor. So your first exercise, we're in our Captain Morgan. We're gonna tuck our tail. You have the option to hold a dumbbell, and we're just gonna press out and come back in. This is core, believe it or not. Our next exercise is same leg is going to be, we're gonna switch it to the front. We're just gonna do a hinge and a little swing. If you're staying standing today, I want you to still hold your dumbbell, still stay nice and tall, and you're gonna do kind of an out and in warrior, and then you're gonna bring it in for a kickstand dumbbell swing, okay? So that's if you're gonna stay standing today. If you're comfortable being down on the floor, come down with me on the floor. So, I just hold a dumbbell right in the center, and I'm gonna hold it on my ends. We're gonna tuck our tail. This is the important part, is we don't wanna hinge back and we don't wanna twist. So we bring it up, we're just gonna press it out and come back in. Your time is officially on, 20 seconds. So this is core. It might not seem like it. We do this in mobility without the dumbbell. But we're working our core, shoulder down and back, ribs tucked, squeeze the glute like when we do that hip flexor stretch. We're gonna go out and in. We're working on core stability here. Here's 2 and 1. Now we take that leg, swing it to the front. It's a little hinge like we wanna sit our hips to our heels. You don't have to touch. 2 and 1. So hinge and curl, hinge and curl. If you're standing, kickstand deadlift, or think about our dumbbell swings like when we go skiing. This is your standing option. It's a little hinge, down and lift. 3, 2, and 1. I am going to do the same side. If your knee says no, I want you to switch to your other leg for round 2. 2 and 1. So press it out and keep it up. Shoulders down and back. Focus on your core, your spine position more than anything. I'm not worried about you getting your knee past your toes. I want you to focus on your core. Feel that stretch. 3, 2, and 1. Take that leg, bring it around to the front. It's a little bit, it's just hips towards your heels and come up. Your front leg is gonna move a little bit right here. So hinge and curl. Adding a little power, hinge and curl. So my front knee, if you're on the floor, is gonna go back a little bit, but it's all the back leg. If you're standing, it's just that little kettlebell swing. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Now, if you did 2 rounds on one side, switch with me. If you did 1 round on one round on the other, go back to the first side. Right here. Press it out, press it back. Out and back. And again, if you're here, we press out, we press back. You stop where your knee says no. You stop where your knee's like, nope, I'm out. 2 and 1. Take that leg to the side, bring it around to the front. If you're standing, you're gonna kind of shift your weight into that front leg now. 2 and 1. Hinge and stand. Hinge and stand. So this is your standing option. It's just a little hinge and kind of a little bicep curl. Like, this is heavier than I thought it was, and I need to lift it so I can carry it. Here's 2 and 1. One more set. One more set. So remember, here is great. Standing is good too. Tuck your tail, squeeze your glute, ribs under. Press it out and bring it back in. Your press might be here. You're good. If you can go farther, great. The farther you go, the more challenging it is, and the more your hips want to sit back or your body wants to rotate. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it in. Take this leg, bring it around to the front. Think about sitting your hips towards your heels. Do not have to touch. 2, good. So hinge and lift. Hinge and lift. So I'm doing an itty bitty one right now. I can usually go farther. My knees are okay with it if I go a little farther back. But stiff upper body, We don't want to let our arm do a whole bunch of crazy swinging. 2 and 1. Good job. Dumbbell down. Walk around. If you're on the floor, you can stay on the floor. We are going to be in hands and knees. We're going to do a prone rear fly. So if you're standing, find a wall, find a countertop, hinge it forwards. We're going to do right then left. And then we're going to do side plank right, side plank left. You can do incline or farmer's carry, heavy dumbbell on one side, and walk it around. That's your standing option. So you can do standing here, and then farmer carry, heavy dumbbell, walk around one side only. This is another right, left, right, left. So let's go ahead and bring it down. Hands and knees if you can. You can also do half kneeling if your knees are okay with it to do your rear fly. But 20 seconds in 3, 2, and 1. So good hands and knees position. Lift and lower. Think about lifting the back of the hand up towards the ceiling. Parallel to the floor is probably as high as you're going to go. If you go higher, check your hand position. 3, 2, 1. And make sure that we're not going out or back. Switching over to the other arm. Same thing. Little soft elbow. Here we go. So lift and lower. Think about arm is going straight out to the side. If you're standing, this is one of those ones that if you can put your hands on the seat of the chair and get your body pretty parallel to the floor, sometimes that just helps our brain know what we want it to do. Good, bring it in. Side plank, side plank. Since I did this arm rear fly first, that's the side I'm gonna do my side plank on. Good, time's on. It's only 20 seconds. I'm just gonna do on my hands and my toes. You can be on your knees, you can be on your elbows, you can do your farmer's carry. We're working on anti-flexion and anti-rotation. Good, 3, 2, 1. Bring it in, switch it over to the other side. So shoulder over your elbow and over your wrist. 3, 2, and 1. So I want you to try to think. I know we do here. I want you to try to open that shoulder back behind you. You are straight. Even if you're on your knees, straight, straight, straight. This arm is reaching up towards the ceiling. This one is reaching down towards the floor. 3, 2, 1. Carefully bring it in. We're gonna go back for our rear fly. So good hands and knees position or forward folded. 3, 2, and 1. So just lift and lower. Lift and lower. Focus on back of the shoulder. Your deltoid muscle is a cap. You have front, middle, and back. We're trying to work the back. 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're gonna switch it over to the other side. So good hands and knees position. Get your core work in. 2, and 1. Lift and lower. So it's kind of a, think about imagining that you're lifting from your shoulder. The rest of the arm just kind of follows along. Shoulder blades are a little relaxed. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now we're going for our side plank or farmer's carry. Last 2 exercises are going to be on our backs if that matters for you. Good, so lift it up right here. When we do our side plank, I want you to imagine you're trying to squish a tennis ball between your lower rib and your lower hip. Somebody gave you a tennis ball and I want you to hold it without using your hands. Kind of tricky, isn't it? Good job, bring it in, switching to the other side. And even if you are on your knee, I still want you to think, pull the ribs in and lift. Good, time is on. So really imagine you're trying to hold that tennis ball in that little squishy spot between your ribs and your hips. So you're trying to kind of hold, keep it tight. Good, 4, 3, 2, 1. Carefully bring it down. A little bit of a break, little shakeout. We have one more set. We're going to do chest flies and bridges. If you're staying standing today, if you've got a band, put it behind your back, press the arms out, open and close. So big beach ball, little beach ball, it's still a round beach ball. For the bridges, you're gonna do just a nice good glute lift, or you can do good mornings. Okay, so you can just do a good morning if that's what you want to do. Weights are optional. Let's go ahead and take it back down onto the floor, getting ready for our chest flies. In 3, 2, and 1, 20 seconds. So if you're on the floor, soft elbows, we open, and then we close. So same thing, big beach ball, little beach ball. The upper arm might come in contact with the floor, but your forearm down to the back of your hand should stay away from the floor a little bit. Good. We're gonna go for bridges. I am just going to set my dumbbells just above my tummy on my hips. 2 and 1, and I'm going to lift and lower. You are welcome to lift and hold. You can set your dumbbells to the side. But I'm gonna focus on working a little bit of glutes here. Again, if you're standing, you can do your deadlifts, your good mornings, or you can just do that little kind of glute kick back. 2 and 1. Bring it back up. Going back for our chest fly. So just a little bit of a soft bend in the elbow. We're gonna open and bring it in. Time's on. So you're gonna probably feel a little bit of a stretch in the chest and the front of the shoulders. We just don't want our arms to come out and then our elbows to straighten. That puts a lot more stress on the shoulders. We wanna work our arms but not go too crazy. Good, bring it in, going for bridges. So a little bit of a rib tuck. We're gonna press through the heels, lift the hips up, press the knees towards your toes, and come back down. This is another one. Yes, we're working glutes, but we're absolutely getting core here because we're keeping our spine neutral. So as we lift our hips up, we move from our hips to our chest and shoulders all in one piece. Good, rest. Halfway through, we have 2 more sets. Last exercises for today. So it rubs in. Let's take those arms out and bring it back up. So open and close. I'm going just a little bit light today. I think I'm feeling those push-ups from yesterday. Not in a bad way, but I definitely feel a really nice stretch with these. Good, rest. Going back for our bridges. If you don't want to use weights, you can just set the dumbbells kind of by your hips. Let's lift it up. You can lift and hold, or you can lift it lower. So if you don't want to add resistance to your bridges, that's okay. But if you'd like, I just have it resting kind of on my hips, right in the crease of my hips. I keep my hands there so the dumbbells don't roll away. Good. 1 more set. Nice good chest fly, and then we've got bridges. 3, 2, and 1. Chest fly. Pull the low back in towards the floor. So inhale as you open, exhale during the hard part of the exercise. The most important thing is your breathing. Good. 1 more set of bridges. So hands right at the hips. Tuck the ribs under. Tuck the tail just a little bit. Tailbone pointing towards your heels. Now lift it up. Press the knees towards your toes and bring it down. Lift and lower. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Carefully bring it in. I'm going to carefully set my dumbbells down, roll myself to the side, come up to a seated position. Give yourself a moment. I'm just going to move my dumbbells off to the side because I only have 1 set to put away today. Grab a drink. We're going to work on our stretching. If you're on the floor, you can stay on the floor. If you're standing, you can join us on the floor, or you can find a chair, have a seat. So we're gonna take both legs out. I want you to try to sit as tall as you can. Squeeze your quads, straighten the legs. For some of us, that might be here. And you can see I'm still tall. I'm just leaning back, but I'm trying to keep my legs straight. And then you can kind of walk yourself a little bit farther forwards. Your goal is to be able to at least sit in a good 90 degrees, keeping those knees straight and press down into the floor. And then if you're comfortable with it, you can flex your feet like you're trying to pull your toes closer towards you. My heels actually lift up off the ground when I do that one. Good, bring it in. We're gonna take our legs wide. How wide is between you and your hips. Same thing, I just want you to try to sit tall. Knees and toes are pointing to the ceiling versus corners. And same thing, if you have to lean back a little, I still just want you to sit tall. Then you can walk yourself forwards. Some of you might be able to start to walk here, but we want to open from our hips versus rounding from our belly button. So nose out versus forehead to the floor. But just a little walk out. I am 100% not flexible anymore. Good, let's bring it in. Bottoms of the feet touching. Same thing. You might have to lean back. We want to press those knees out into the floor. You can start to walk yourself up. Your feet might not be as close to your hips as mine. They might be farther out. But we just want to get a nice good stretch. Some of you might be able to start to add a forward hinge. Same thing, nose out versus forehead to the floor. Good. 3, 2, 1. We're going to bring it up. Knees bent, feet on the floor. We're going to go all the way over to one side. Open the front of the hip as much as you can. Bend the back leg as necessary. Turn over your front leg and a little hinge. We're working that outer glute, outer thigh. If you're comfortable with it, you can start to walk your back leg farther back and straighten it a little bit more. But this is 100% up to you. You don't have to. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it up, switching over to the other side. Same thing. So try to get your front leg into 90-90. Back leg, you might have to bend it a little bit more. It's whatever is going to feel good. Try to sit tall, turn over your front leg, walk it out. If you're super tight, you might be up here and you might be leaning back a little bit. It just depends on your hips. And again, you can do this one sitting in a chair. You'll just do a gentleman's stretch. And then if you're comfortable with it, can you start to walk that leg farther back? If you do yoga, this is kind of a pigeon, modified pigeon. 2 and 1. Good, bring it in. We're gonna flip it over hands and knees, child's pose. So tuck the toes under, start to walk those hands out. You wanna try to bend your knees and see if you can get your hips closer to your heels. And we're gonna drop our forehead down towards the floor. I'm reaching my hands out. Somebody's pulling my hips back and I am walking my hands forwards. Now we're going to pull it forwards into a plank. If you'd like, tuck your chin, round your spine. If you don't want to round, you don't have to. Bring yourself to a plank. Option 1, point your toes, drop your hips. Option 2, come all the way down onto your forearms. Option 3, come all the way down onto your tummy. You choose what's going to feel better for you. 4, 3, 2, 1. Tuck the toes under, lift it up and back into down dog. Alternating heel drops, we're going to walk the dog. If you need to, you can stay in kind of a plank position, or you can come to standing. Just take your time. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Carefully bring the knees back down to the ground. Walk your hands towards your knees, hips towards the heels, kneeling position. Take your strong leg, bring it around to the front. We're going to come up to a standing position. If you need to stay on the floor for a little bit longer, please do. You're going to give yourselves a nice good pat on the back. You can add a little extra oomph right here. Switch it over to the other side. So nice good pat on the back, nice good stretch. arms down. Flex the wrist. Elbows are straight. Shoulder blades packed against your torso. Just a nice, good backward shoulder roll. And then change direction. Let's take the arms out to the side. Reach the hands out. Shoulder blades against your torso. Little circles. Wash the wall. Change direction. Good. Bring the arms down. Big breath in. And out. One more time. Big breath. Spread the fingers. Spread the toes. And out. And you are all done.